hoping y'all could hear me. I never actually did a test run this time for the sounds, so I don't know. I really don't know how to start with this. Probably would see the title if anyone does click. I got the idea from a video I watched earlier this day. Well, I guess yesterday at this point. It's about to be 12 a.m. So I'll make this quick. I'm waking up in like 5 hours. But yeah, the title of this will be The Curse of My Intelligence, I believe. My Curse of Intelligence. At least I can't say much for other people. I'm going to speak for myself on the matter and what it does for me. Personally, it's both a blessing and a curse. It's definitely a great thing to have, but I also find it an inconvenience. From what I've come to understand, and it seems to have been reiterated by others, once reaching a certain level of intelligence, there's a bit of the alienation. When you reach a certain level of intelligence, kind of takes away a certain and I'm sorry. I always lose my train of thought when starting the recording. It takes away a certain, oh my gosh, level of connection with people. As in the video I watched earlier, she mentions like, how at a certain point you're not living in the moment as much, and more or less just being an observer to what goes on. It's hard to get caught up in any emotions or feelings if you're just watching everything play out. Yeah, it's hard for me to ever feel caught up by anything because of that. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what I should call it, a good or bad thing. I'm not entirely sure what to think about it. I wish to have that kind of connection, able to do something wholeheartedly. I can never get lost in any moment. No matter how I try, there's always some underlying thought weighing in my mind. It's something I can't escape from, despite how I would wish to. Another thing mentioned in the video, which also kind of relates back to one of my previous videos, is that after a while, after thinking and considering so much, you likely will reach the point of realizing that things you do in life don't really amount to anything. Not much of anything. A lot of actions are truly pointless in life. And said there's normally two approaches people fall into. Either the absurdist approach, and will consider a deal like that very freeing of the mind, that nothing truly matters. But also, you got the approach of nihilism, which seems to be the kind of path that I took on the matter. But this is another good point made in the video is, how do we know is not some ideas formed based on your own ego and pride in yourself, just trying to claim you're so much smarter, so much more aware of everything than others. There's no way to verify it. We can only think for ourselves. I always wondered if I was lying to myself about any of it. No, I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to have such thoughts. Mainly because I feel, because I'm still relatively young. And to reach such a point so early on, it doesn't feel right. It feels like I'm deluding myself with false ideas and accusations. I never know truly what I'm saying. Alright, hold up. I got something specific. It's a more concrete idea of where to go. Actually, the idea that once reaching a certain level of intelligence, you become more of an observer, and you lose a certain depth of connection. That is something I often struggle with. To me, there is no person that I truly connect with. No person I truly can connect with. There's some people I can only get so far with, but never fully there. So something I realized I have resorted to is almost like dumbing down my own self, purely for the sake of being able to fit in better. I don't know, a lot of people never take kindly if they're able to see, if they at least believe that you are better than them in some way. So I unintentionally limit my own self to avoid that happening. It's never been a conscious effort of mine, but it is something I've realized I've been doing for as long as I can think. I unintentionally limit my own self and try and match the level of those around me purely for the sake of connecting with them. Well, the thing is, I'm not connecting with them. Me doing that only helps them build a connection towards me, and I'm still left here the same, never feeling understood or known in any sort of way. It's weird. I like it. In a sense, I guess I am letting go, getting caught up in the moment in that way. But it's, how am I saying it? I'm lost in the moment of pretending to be who I'm not. That's the best way to put it. It's the only time I truly forget who I am. And it's in the moment I unintentionally revert to trying to be like someone else. It frustrates me that I always seem to fall back to it. It's definitely not a good trait. Let me get anything. Cool. Wasted my time with that. Hmm. I don't know. I always feel like I'm making a bigger deal out of it, and it really has to be. Like, I don't ever mean to come across like I believe I'm the only person ever. I know I'm not the only to ever consider things this way. I'm not the first, and won't be the last either. Pretty sure it's very common, but it's not the kind of thing people often are open to talk about, which kind of prevents more people from connecting on such things. So oftentimes I want to be able to talk about stuff like this with other people, but I know that they wouldn't. Either they don't want to talk about it, or they simply would be unable to. They wouldn't. They wouldn't really have anything to comment on or add towards the conversation, so I simply never bring it up. But I really have no way of knowing whether or not they feel similarly unless it's brought up. It's weird. And the more, I don't know, it's just you just get more intelligent. It bothers me to keep saying the word so much, but as you get more, you tend to be more aware of things, not just of yourself, but also the things around you. I think it's around you, and I realize that most of my life is run by a feeling of fear. I'm scared of never being able to fully connect with anyone to ever truly feel, to fully feel something. Like, I never allow myself to catch up on any sort of feeling. I think it does come out of a place of fear. That's the kind of thing I realize. I'm sorry. I'm always so scattered brained once I'm here in the moment, actually trying to voice my opinions on this stuff. Because even now, I'm still scared of people that will watch this and what they might think towards me of it. I don't want to come across as I just don't want to come across in a wrong way by saying such things. I feel like I'm claiming such things about myself. Almost. So it goes back that this could all be brought upon me from a ego, by me referring to myself as having such intelligence that I'm able to feel this way while other people are unable to. I don't know how to feel. Not just on this, just in general. I don't know how to do it. And I know I brought that upon myself. Remember something else in the video that mentioned how once you gain a certain level of understanding, either about something in specific or just things in general, you can never truly go back to that. And I've definitely, and that's very apparent, because even just earlier today, right before I watched the video, I was thinking to myself that I wish I could go back to how I was before. I guess I'm scared to lose myself in this and all the thoughts that I constantly go on about in my own head. I'm afraid to lose the kind of person that I am now, and it already lost a lot of what I once was. Hence why I constantly dream of going back then. It was simpler, less to worry about. Simple as to worry about no real concerns. Ignorance is bliss. I never really understood that statement at first, but now at the point I am, I couldn't agree more to it. It did almost feel like bliss. Looking back to then from now, it's something I wish I could still have. But ultimately, I still think it is better to know as much as I do, feel this way, than go back to being left completely in the dark. Yes, this way of thinking is destructive onto oneself, but I believe that not knowing anything, it's better to know everything than it is to know nothing. Knowing everything, it may hurt to come to terms with all that you know and all that you're able to comprehend, but there's a lot safer option than not knowing nothing and being completely open to anything that could put you in greater harm or danger. I don't know if anything I'm saying makes sense. It doesn't even sound like it does, speaking it out. Just slowly gathering thoughts as this goes on. This is something I've been thought about many times, but that fear, it prevents me from being able to be open at all about it. I'm worried to lose the people around me by attempting to explain such. I think it's better not to worry those, but that like the people who already don't think in such ways. I believe it's better to simply leave them out than make them aware of such an issue. It's not like they could be much help anyways with it. Okay. Honestly, they know as little as I do about true severity of the situation. I'm as clueless as them, they are as clueless as me. So what good would it do to really speak about any of this openly? I'm not gonna change anything. I'm still gonna be the same. I have the same thoughts and all. I'm just working to be able to come to terms with it all. Stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. So lost right now. So next time I think I'm gonna just take notes of my thoughts as they come. So next time I have something more to actually say. I feel like I'm just talking crazy, saying incoherent things. I'm gonna cut it off here. It's 12:30. I don't have much longer. I mean, it probably doesn't help. I always do these so late at night, so it definitely does impede my thought process. So I apologize if nothing made sense. I'm slowly working to be able to get it out and express it better than what I have been doing. Hope I'm getting better. Oh, I'm already full. I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna make a part two. I might make a part two or something. With the list, so I know what I'm saying. Better examples on why I consider it such an issue for me. I mean, the fact that I struggle to feel any real connection towards someone is definitely a pretty valid issue. Why? Why to consider it such a struggle, or as I put it, a curse. I never had that issue before until I came into realization of it. Once you realize something, impossible to take away that understanding. So I'm truly stuck this way. Yeah, I can't help but feel wrong in the matter. I said, oh, cool. I'm only so young. I'm only 18. I'm only 18 now. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that I've been considering since I was like 14, 15. It's only getting worse over time as I begin to see and learn more stuff is only given more of a reason and confirming the kind of thoughts I've already been considering. So I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I still honestly wish I never have made it this far to ever consider such things. But here we are. Not much can be done about it. It's too late. I don't got any pardon words of wisdom. You know, I do got some similar to the final words from the video I saw. Is there that? Yeah, I'm complaining about it as if it's a horrible thing to have, but if not for people having these kinds of issues and these thoughts, there's a lot of things that probably wouldn't have been created. Like the greatest victories come from moments of despair. I think despair is the best word to explain what I feel. I'm in a place of despair. Once you're already that low, there's nowhere else to go but up. It's only a matter of how you use those feelings to push you to figure something better. So if anyone else is in such a position, I hope that you are able to use it towards something better rather than just sitting here and wallowing in it. And we'll call it at that. Have a good night or good morning. So good morning, good evening, and good night, whatever it is. Just be well.